Hey Cajun foodies, this is Chef Tootie, and on the menu today, Cajun Crawfish Rotel. But before the kitchen opens, make sure you like the video, subscribe to become a Cajun foodie, and hit the bell so you know when the kitchen is open. In this kitchen, you can find some yummy, authentic Cajun recipes. My goal is to not just show you, but to teach you how to make it. Shout out to all the new Cajun foodies for subscribing. If you have a recipe that you want to see made, comment down below. All right, let's go shopping. Now I went to my local Walmart, but the workers did not want to work today. I got my ingredient list to keep me on track. Now that lady saw me trying to get some chicken and she turned around. But the chicken was trash anyway. Now like they say, never go shopping hungry. Who is they? I don't know. But they said it and it's the truth. Don't go shopping hungry. I take picking my vegetables very serious, and you should too. Avoid any onions with spots. You want a firm onion. Same thing with bell peppers. You want a firm bell pepper. No soft spots, no brown spots. Yeah, that's a good one right there. I love the grocery store, so if I don't have a list, I go crazy. Now, these are the best crawfish tails. They're a little expensive, but they're good. And ground meat is expensive nowadays, but I need it, and they know I need it. So that's why it's expensive, because of me. I'm not particular on a certain brand of cheese. As long as I grate it myself, I'm good. Velveetta. I love Velveetta. I like how it melts. A lot of people don't. Comment down below if you stick to your grocery list when you go to the grocery store. I make a list every time, but I ain't sticking to it. I really try, but it just never work out that way. Now, I know we all shocked about the cost of food, but Rotel used to be 50 cents. I'm just saying. Now, I saw these Doritos. They was $3.50. I said, okay, I'm going to get me a bag. But then I passed by the tortillas and I couldn't decide. So I just got both. See, not sticking to the list. See, I don't do right. And my final total was like $79. But of course, I got more than just what was on the list. Shopping is done and the kitchen is, come on, open. Now, I'm weird, but I love cutting onions. To prevent your eyes from burning, place the onion in a freezer for like 10 to 15 minutes before you cut it. And always start with a sharp knife. You don't want to hurt yourself trying to force a cut. For the onions and bell peppers, I'm going to use medium dices because I want to be able to see the onions throughout the dip. And I'm using every bit of this onion. I used to hate cutting bell peppers because the seeds would get everywhere. In culinary art school, Chef Warner taught me how to cut a bell pepper without getting the seeds everywhere. And when I tell you this was life-changing, I would never cut a bell pepper another way. Look at this. Look how easy. Oh, Lord, I got a couple seeds. But, y'all, you just remove it and look at all the seeds right there. I'm still shocked. Now, this takes practice, but it is like amazing. Shout out to Chef Warner. When I learned this trick, she changed the game for me. Time for trivia. Just this one technique was worth going to culinary art school. So I'm just going to flatten the bell pepper and I'm just going to make even as I can, slices. Y'all about to witness me try to cut all this at one time when you really shouldn't. Take it in parts. It's so much easier and you have more control that way. Now, I'm not judging those who use seasoning blend, but don't sacrifice your flavor. Cut those onions and bell peppers. It only take a couple minutes. Using fresh onions and bell peppers is only going to intensify the flavors in your dish. That's what you want. There's nothing worse than trying to squeeze ground beef out of this little packet. So just take it and cut it down the middle and open it up. It's so much easier and you don't lose any of the ground beef. I'm going to add a little oil. This helps lubricate the pan and you're not adding cold meat to a hot pan. It's going to stick if you do that. I like to break the ground beef up first before I season it. Now it's time to season. I'm going to add my Tonies. I don't measure, but I'm going to get better with it. I just keep going until the ancestors whisper to me and say, that's enough, my child. well seasoned. Don't mind me, I'm silly. Next, I'm going to add onion powder and garlic powder. That's like the holy trinity in my house. Tony's, onion powder, garlic powder. Gotta have it. Now I'm going to mix this up really well. On one side of my pan, I'm going to let the ground beef cook. And on the other side, I'm going to put the onions and bell peppers. I'm going to saute those until it's translucent. And then I'm going to mix it together once it's all ready. If y'all could smell my kitchen, it smells so good. Now the crawfish tails are already cooked, but I'm about to add more flavor to them. You know, flavorize them. Now I'm going to add a half a cup of water and put my fire on medium high. And then I'm going to add a full cup of liquid crab oil. This is just going to take it up a notch, add a little kick to it. Add some more onion powder, garlic powder, and Tony's. Give that a nice little stir. And then I'm going to let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Now it's time to add a half a can of Rotel. This the spicy kind because this dip is spicy, it's good, it's cheesy. Now that I've incorporated the Rotel, I'm going to add the cream cheese now. You want your cream cheese at room temperature. It melts a lot faster. Please, please, please make sure you melt the cream cheese. It's nothing worse than eating dip and getting a mouthful of cream cheese. It is not good at all. Now that that's done, I'm going to add a half a pack of taco seasoning. And here go my ancestors. That's enough, my child. Okay, that's enough. No, I promise I'm going to get better. You know, back in the day, recipes were not written down. They were passed down by showing and telling from generation to generation. New school, we write it down because we want it to be identical. So I get it. Now that the taco seasoning has been incorporated, I'm going to add the beef and onions and bell peppers with the crawfish and the Rotel and the cream cheese. Give it a nice stir. The dip is coming together nicely. My final step will be adding the cheese. Now, right here, if you want to add some spaghetti noodles or some penne noodles or even stuffed shells, that'll be good too. Adding this cheese is going to make the dip even thicker, so I'm going to add a half a cup of water to loosen the consistency of it. Now, I know some of y'all like to tussle about Velveetta cheese, but I like it. I like the consistency of it. I like how smooth it is. I like the flavor of it, so I'm going to add it. That's your kitchen. You do what you do. Now, I'm going to let my Velveetta do what it's supposed to do. Look at me still in a crawfish tail. Well, I got to taste it. I'm shredding my Colby Jack cheese. It's going to go in last, and it's going to be the final piece that I need. I love using freshly grated cheese. It's not greedy, it melts faster, and it tastes better. This was super quick to make, and it looks good already. But I'm going to throw in that Colby Jack cheese as the final piece. And then I'm going to give it a mix, let it melt, and I am ready to plate. Before your taste buds are able to tell you if something is good, your eyes will tell you first. People eat with their eyes, so plating is important. This dip has the perfect amount of heat to it, super flavorful, and really simple and easy to make. It didn't take me long at all. If you try this recipe out, come back to the video and let us know how it tastes to you. I would love to know. And we're going to watch the Saints win tonight, hopefully. So I fried a couple pieces of chicken for us. I added some parsley to give it a little razzle dazzle. And there you go. Cajun Crawfish Rotel dip. Just the right amount of spice. Super good, super cheesy, and quick and easy to make. And if you made it all the way through this video, type the chef emoji in the comment section. You're a real one. And I appreciate all of you for taking the time out to watch me. You are literally watching my dream in progress. So thank you all for having a part in that. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Become a Cajun foodie. Until next time, the kitchen is closed. Now get out.